Welcome back to Cooking with Hannah Soul, and we are on day 5 of our 25 days of Cookmas, and today we're going to be making tomato bisque and a 3-cheese grilled cheese. So let's jump right in and get started. So the first thing we're going to do is prep our tomatoes because we are going to be roasting them up. And I'm using a few different ones simply because they all taste a little different. Some are sweeter than the others, and I like the combination that they give. So I'm using some petite off the vine, some beefsteak, and some grape tomatoes. And I'm just going to cut them down so that they all cook up pretty evenly. I'm going to toss everything inside of a baking dish along with a head of garlic. We're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil and season it with a little bit of salt and cook them until they are blistered. And while we're finishing up our tomatoes, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss a video. So once your tomatoes are in the oven, you can move on to your other ingredients. We're going to dice up some onions, celery, and carrots. Add some butter to our pot and saute these down until they begin to get translucent. So I'm going to say about 3 to 4 minutes. Then we're going to season it up with a little bit of the red pepper chili flakes, some salt and pepper. And don't worry, because as always, the full ingredients and measurements are going to be listed below in the description box so that you can cook this at home. Now, once those are cooked down, we're going to go ahead and start building this sauce base. So we're going to add in some tomato paste along with some chicken broth. And y'all know I never have chicken broth on hand, so I always joke about it. So I usually just combine some chicken bouillon and water, and it does the trick. Once you bring that to a simmer, go ahead and add in your fresh basil because it's going to amp up the flavor, and you can't have tomato bisque without it. Then you're going to go ahead and let that continue to simmer. Pull out your tomatoes, and all of that blister skin you're going to remove. And then we are going to be tossing all of this inside of that tomato base and let it continue to cook for a couple of minutes before we get our hand blender, and we're going to go ahead and smooth it on out. So if you don't have a hand mixer, it's totally okay. You can pour all of this inside of a blender and blend it until it's nice velvety smooth. And then we're going to let it continue to simmer until it thickens up. And then we're moving on to our ooey gooey grilled cheese. Now I love sourdough, so that's what I'm using. I have some slices of Colby Jack and some freshly shredded cheddar and mozzarella. And then I am going to butter each side of my bread. But the key here when you're cooking it is to add a little bit of olive oil and butter to your skillet so that the butter doesn't burn too much. And we can get that nice crispy golden brown outside that we like. But to make sure that cheese in the inside is melted and ooey gooey, the key here is to kind of steam it. So I'm going to use a bowl and put it over the top of my sandwich and just let it cook down. And I promise you it works wonders. See? What I tell y'all, it's all crispy golden brown, just how we like it. So now that everything is done, we can go ahead and make our plate. So get you a bowl and spoon in your tomato bisque. And now you can top it with whatever you like, but I do like to drizzle a little bit of heavy cream. I'm going to pair it with my grilled cheese, and then I want to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about the middle. Ooh, yes, honey, y'all know that look good. But y'all, I did top it with a little bit of red pepper chili flakes and parsley. But other than that, we got us some good eating. I hope y'all enjoy because as always, I did. And don't forget, all the links to my cookbooks, recipes, and my new seasoning line is below in the description box. And until next time, bye y'all.